Okay, so as you can probably imagine, there are a ton of different key signatures, all with different groups of accidentals at the beginning of your music. So a tool that we use to help memorize and learn these key signature types is the circle of fifths. So I'm going to give you my explanation of how the circle of fifths works. First of all, it's important to remember that this is just a tool, and if you are more of a straight up memorization, use flashcards kind of person, and that works for you, perfect. But this kind of helps avoid a ton of the memorization. So the circle of fifths is going to tell us a couple different pieces of information. It's going to tell us on the inside here with our numbers, the number of sharps or number of flats that we will have in our key signature. On the outside, as I add letter names around, will tell you what keys are associated with those numbers of flats or sharps. So let's get started. At the very top of our circle of fifths, our key that has 0 sharps and flats, our major key, is C. It goes right up top there. Now, as we go clockwise on our circle of fifths here, we're going to be moving up at the interval of a fifth from each previous note. So, real quick change here, just a normal thing. Okay. So as we go from C, our 0 sharps and flats, to our key that has 1 sharp, we're going to be going up a fifth from C. So starting on C, if you count up 5, C, D, E, F, G, you land on G. G is our key that has 1 sharp in the key signature. Let's keep going. If we start on G and we count up 5, we will find our key that has 2 sharps. So G, A, B, C, D, that's our key with 2 sharps. Let's keep going. If we start on D and we count up 5, we have D, E, F, G, A. A is our key with 3 sharps. So each time, starting with C and counting C as 1, we're going up a fifth. And that's how we get these different letters going around our circle of fifths. So our next one, A, if we count up 5, we'll land on E. If we count from E up a fifth, we will land on B. And if we count up B a fifth, we land on F. This is a special one though. It's one of the few key signatures that gets a sharp sign in its name. So that'll be the key of F sharp. Now we could actually go up one more time and have a key with 7 sharps. That is the key of C sharp. Write that just a little bigger here. C sharp is not super common. We would normally use the key of D flat instead. But just an FYI, 7 sharps is the key of C sharp major. All right, so going clockwise to the right, that is all of our sharp key signatures. If we go to the left, we're going to be doing all of our flat key signatures. Now, as you go to the left around the circle of fifths, instead of going up a fifth, you're going to be going down a fifth. So if we start on C, our key with 0 sharps and flats, and go down a fifth, we will land on, let's go backwards, C, B, A, G, F. So F is our key with 1 flat. If we go backwards from F down a fifth, we will land on F, E, D, C, B. Now F, let's come back to F for a second. It's special. It's actually the only flat key that does not have a flat sign in the name. It's not the key of F flat, it's just the key of F. But all of your other flat key signatures will have a flat sign in the name. So instead of this being the key of B, it's the key of B flat. That flat sign does not affect your counting as you go down a fifth. You just need to remember to add it in and you'll be good to go. So let's continue going down a fifth. If we start on B and go down a fifth, we've got B, A, G, F, E. That's going to be E flat. And you can continue going down a fifth to fill in the rest of your circle. So next we would have A flat. Down another fifth would be D flat. And down another fifth, this is going to actually be in harmonic with F sharp, is the key of G flat. So F sharp and G flat, if you look at them on your keyboard, they're going to look exactly the same as you play them. They're just written differently on the staff. And then similar to our 7 sharps over here, we can have a key with 7 flats, and that is the key of C flat. Again, I kind of do it over to the side because it's not something we really use all that often. The key of C flat is in harmonic with the key of B, and so it's just not something we normally write in. But it's good to know that 7 flats is technically the key of C flat. So, to use the circle of fifths, when you are looking at a key signature, let's say we have 2 flats. And we want to figure out what the name of this key signature is. Is it A, is it F sharp, is it whatever? You can come back to your circle of fifths and find the flat side of your circle, because we're dealing with flats. The key that has 2 flats is the key of B flat. So if I asked you to identify this key signature, that's how you can use the circle of fifths to figure that out. So this would be the key of B flat. Same thing applies for different staff here if we had some sharps. Let's say we have 2 sharps and you don't know what this key signature is. If you know how to draw your circle of fifths, you can figure it out very easily. We come to our sharp side, you find where you have 2 sharps, and that is the key of D major. So our 2 sharp signature there would be D major. And that is the purpose and usefulness of the circle of fifths. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if you have any questions.